Hello and welcome, all you beautiful people. Today's reading is a general read for all my lovely Capricorns out there. If you have your sun, moon, or rising in Capricorn, then this read is for you. A lot of planets have been in retrograde lately. Mercury's still in retrograde, but as of yesterday, lovely and abundant fortune planet Jupiter and Saturn, our planet of limitations and discipline, both went station direct yesterday. So hop aboard the train and let's ride the momentum. So the momentum should be picking up. Now, all you lovely Capricorns out there, the moon is leaving Sagittarius and entering your sign. Feel charged and empowered by the radiant lunar energies lighting up your zodiac. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and passion, will remain in Sagittarius for a couple more weeks, really bringing optimism to love and the freedom of loving yourself. Now, this is a general read message for Capricorns. Not all messages will resonate with you, and that's okay. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else. Let's see. What message do we have for Capricorn today? What messages do we have for Capricorn today? All right, this is a general read for Capricorns for the end of October. General read for Capricorns for the end of October. Let's see, what message do we have for our lovely Capricorns today? First off, we have the Devil card at the heart of the matter, followed by the Hierophant. Next, the Sun. Laying the foundation, we have Four of Coins, followed by Sovereign of Cups. Next, Ten of Wands in the shadow position. Crowning it all, we have the Anchor in shadow position, followed by Two of Coins, and next, Nine of Wands in the shadow position. All right, my beautiful Capricorns. Lots going on. Right off the bat, we have three major arcana right in the center, and at least one court card and another major arcana. Lots of big messages today. Just get a general read of flow of energy. We have a lot of energy moving this way, energy moving this way, and energy back and forth, no direct one-way flow. We have going this way and going this way. So very bouncing against each other. So let's start with probably what you're all dreading and wondering, the first part of the matter, the Devil card. Now, the Devil card isn't necessarily a bad card. Sometimes we just need, we already know what's going on, but sometimes we just need to hear it again. The Devil card indicates that you're bound or stuck to something that isn't good for you. Something negative, something toxic. It could be a habit, a behavior You know, it could be substance, food, it could be a person, relationship, it could be a job, anything that really isn't serving you, your needs anymore, you know, and you know this. And so your bound, your limitations is self made. You're essentially choosing to stay with whatever isn't good for you for whatever reason. And you can set yourself free. This card is an indicator, um, a reminder that, you know, these things aren't good for you. And the sooner you can break the shackles, um, you're bound for great opportunities. Okay? This is where you are right now. The foundation, or where you're coming from, or recent past, we have Four of Coins. This card indicates an energy of scarcity, okay? Whatever it may be, money, love, possessions, time, you know, whatever the thing or things are, there's really this feeling of not enough or scarcity, really trying to hold on tight to all those things. Even so much so of the point of sacrificing love or happiness or, you know, desires, you know, setting those aside to really hold on tight to whatever you feel lacking or not enough of in your life. Okay, with the hands um, closed off, gripping tight like a vault, you know, trying to hold all those things in and not, you know, sharing, giving, and flowing. You know, they can't let in the love or happiness. Okay, definitely a separation there. Next, the Sovereign of Cups. This could be a person or a situation that takes on behavioral traits. It could be a water sign. It could be someone who's a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. This person or situation, or could even be you, is definitely someone full of love, abundance in love, love of themselves and others, so much so they can give freely, unconditionally. Okay, they're very mature and wise and very nurturing. All right, um, harnessing, able to take in those irritations, you know, grain of sand, and nurture them, harness them, and create beautiful pearls, radiant pearls of wisdom and love. Definitely very mature, nurturing, and loves to help others. Next is the Ten of Wands in the shadow position. Lots of burden, stuck energy, stuck to a situation, stuck to something toxic or a person or a job, you know, but definitely a hardship, burdensome cycle. But the cycle is nearing the end, okay? Definitely coming out of it. You can, you know, it's about to be over. You can finally let it go and move on to bigger and better things. So next we have the Hierophant. This card's energy is definitely all about tradition, discipline, um, institutions, anything office, government related. It could be a person or situation, um, someone, you know, got the keys and the wisdom tooth of knowledge. It could be a mentor, a teacher. Okay. Um, in relation to the devil, we've got a couple different things going on here. This is tradition, discipline. You could be stuck in too stubborn, stuck in your ways or old way of thinking or traditions. You're not opened up to new possibilities, opportunities, new way of doing things. It's really holding you back. Not taking in the advice or lessons from others. If this is government institution, it could be, you're dealing with a court case that, just isn't going well or isn't right, or for whatever reason, you're just, maybe going at it for so long, you just keep going at it because you've been going at it for so long, when it really, you probably, should have called it quits a while ago. It's not working out. It's just not worth your time and money anymore. But keep fighting, keep going at it. It could be that, you're, I hate to say, but the marriage card, you could be in a marriage that honestly has ended or died a while ago. And both of you know this, but for whatever reason, you stick together. Maybe you have children, or it's just comfortable, or situation, or instead of seeking help, guidance, or counseling, you just stay in that, whatever, for whatever reason, instead of moving on. The Sun card, beautiful, radiant, divine card. Okay, lots of joy, innocence, happiness, fulfillment. So, with the flow of how it's going, that whatever situation, possibly education, learning, maybe you chose the wrong course, isn't working for you, isn't your passion, but you're sticking with it because that's what you chose instead of switching. And it's just, as time goes on and you're there more and more, it's harder and harder to change into what you should be studying. Okay, so whatever this is for you, okay, this is letting you know that it's not serving you anymore. Okay, you are choosing to stay with it for whatever reason. But once you learn to let go, then truly will you embrace happiness. Okay, you'll have opportunities, glorious, divine joy coming your way. Okay, so once you, with this card telling you, you know what it is, what's not good for you anymore. Okay, so whether this is a marriage, your college course, your education, your traditional, or your stubborn behaviors or way of thinking, whatever it may be, it's time to let it go, set yourself free, and you can really be happy. So maybe it's brought on by feeling of scarcity, coming from why you're in this place, is where you're coming from. Either you were full of love, or there was someone entered your life, who's mature, full of love, nurturing, and you're holding on to them, or you feel there's not enough love. Maybe that cause you have feelings of jealousy, try to use and take all their time. Maybe that's you, and someone, feeling like scarcity of your love, jealous of you, trying to take up all your time. Either way, whatever it is, the whole situation or person has just really been a burden, really not stuck, moving, progressing, going anywhere, and it's coming to an end, or it came to an end, and this, and it's hard and been sad. Okay, and it's hard to let go. You've been stuck with it and holding on to it for so long. So let's see, we have the anchor in shadow position. This is someone who's very strong and authoritative and powerful and protective. And the shadow position is indicating that, that's how they should be, or thought them to be, but it's not. Instead, They're very controlling. They can anger and haste quickly, very combative, fighting, arguing all the time, controlling, basically. Two of coins, twos always indicate choices, okay? And with two coins, it's really indicating kind of balancing act going on, different choices, multitasking, taking on too many things can be overwhelming. Maybe, a lot of choices or decisions you're making or holding on to haven't been the right ones, and you need to let some of them go. Open yourself up. And with the Nine of Wands in shadow position, is really continuing on that story of hardship burden. You've been guarded, putting your guard up, but persevere, keep on trucking. You're almost at the finish line, okay? And in the shadow position is really, internalizing all that pain, carrying it with you, and again, you really need to let that go. So with the flow, you have all this hardship you've been holding on to, okay? And really rejecting, keeping them, the energies going against. So those are not gonna fulfill you, make you happy, okay? The sooner you move on, let them go, is the only way you can move on to the happiness. So this person or you're in a relationship. This could be you, very mature, loving, and giving, and the person you're with is just taking advantage of that, and you're with them for whatever reason. You stay with them, okay? And you got to make the choice. Do you continue to stay with them, or is it time to let them go and move on? While you may be abundant, loving, and nurturing, maybe it has not been received reciprocal back to you. Maybe you're in different places in your life. Maybe you've been caring for them, and it's just become so tiring. So holding on to traditions, way of thinking, maybe you're married and you're afraid of divorce, or holding on to a set of beliefs that you can't get divorced or shouldn't get divorced. It's wrong. You should work it out, even if the marriage or the situation or whatever may be just isn't right or isn't serving you anymore, okay? And the person you're with who isn't who you thought they were, okay? Instead of that loving, caring partner, instead they've turned into someone almost unrecognizable, an alien or a monster in your home. And it's not necessarily that these are bad people, but it's just wrong situations, bring out the worst in us. You're not good together, okay? And I don't really believe necessarily that people inherently are toxic or toxic people, but there definitely are toxic behaviors, and we've intentionally or unintentionally exhibited toxic behaviors at some point in our life, or done things that are toxic. Doesn't mean that we're toxic or always toxic, or should be labeled or stigma that way, but that doesn't mean maybe a person's going through a season or a stage in their life, and that's what's causing the toxicity or the toxic behavior. But that doesn't mean you have to Let's get some clarification. Clarification on the Four of Coins. Clarification on the Four of Coins. Clarification on the Four of Coins. We have the Eight of Swords in the shadow position. So the Eight of Swords is definitely like a mental trap. Anxiety, you're feeling bound, hopeless, inescapable, but not physically, more mentally. The Cage of Swords, thinking there's no way out, but the truth is you can set yourself free. You're not really bound, okay? Maybe that's what's causing this holding on to, or this feeling of scarcity, okay? But it's okay, don't worry. While you may feel like you can't see the answer, but, and stuck and bound to the situation, the reality is it's going to be okay, and you have the power to let go and set yourself free. Clarification for the Sovereign of Cups. We have the Moon card, okay? So either you have the answers inside of you all along, or this person or situation isn't what they appear to be, or don't judge a book by its cover. It may not be what it seems, may not be a bad thing necessarily, okay? There's more to it. Peel back the layers, really analyze, look into, get to know the person or situation, and you'll see there's more to the story. Clarification on the Ten of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords in shadow position. The Ten of Wands in shadow position. So really, the person or situation or whatever is just, definitely need to cut it out, let it go, okay? Like both hands here, just drop it, drop it like it's hot. But whatever it is full of lies, deceit. It's really hard to see the truth, get that clarity, okay? But definitely you need to cut it, whatever it is, out of your life. Clarification on the Hierophant. We have the Six of Coins in the shadow position. So this card's energy is energy of give and take, of definitely whatever this was, or if this was a court case or institution or some government thing, it's definitely not working out. It's not going to work out. It's time to let it go, time to move on. If it's a marriage or person or situation, definitely instead of that equal partnership, give and take, either one of you is always giving and the other is always taking, but for whatever reason, and really gotta analyze and look into why that is, what the situation may be, okay? Clarification on the Devil card. We have the Nine of Coins in the shadow position. So definitely it's time to be single, okay? Time to work on yourself, okay? You've been giving and sacrificing so much of yourself, losing yourself. You're not growing. You're not becoming abundant. You're not getting all the things, the joy, the happiness, the passion, the riches, the finances, all being sucked from you, right? Instead of receiving, you're giving away, none for yourself. Clarification on the Sun. We have the Hanged One. Beautiful. So definitely time to take a pause, really reflect what's going on in your life, what the situation may be, okay? Take a moment, get a new perspective, right? Meditate. You're gonna get divine inspiration and guidance on it. It's going to lead you to the joy and happiness. All right? But don't rush in, stop banging your head against the wall, trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. It's not working out. Pause, meditate, reflect, take a moment, get new insight, new perspective, truly see what's going on. Clarification on the anchor. We have the Ace of Cups. So this person or situation, seemed like presented innocent, loving, beautiful, new opportunity. Okay, so either this is someone already in your life, and that's just how they were in the beginning, and they've changed for whatever reason, and they're not that way anymore. But that doesn't mean you're holding on to the idea of what they used to be and not accepting the reality of what they are now. This could also be, with its placement and correlation, that this could be someone, relating to the moon card and everything. This could be someone that you have not yet met, okay? And while they may come across as very dominant, controlling, aggressive, that may not be the case, okay? Really look in, first impressions, appearances may not be what they seem. It could be a new golden opportunity, love, person in your life, really, they could be a gentle giant, hard on the outside, gooey, soft on the inside. And if by taking them appearance or face value, you might miss out on the opportunity of a really good person in your life. Lots of love, maturity, guidance, and nurturing. So while we see polar opposites, impression-wise, but reality, clarity on the Two of Coins. We have the Conqueror of Swords. So the Conqueror of Swords is definitely, it's time to really focus, okay? Lots of fast forward movement, rushing in, okay? Ready, action oriented, go, 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 okay? Definitely time to make a decision with these choices, what to keep, what to let go. Okay, you're juggling a lot of things. Which balls you're gonna keep catching and tossing over and over again, and which ones are you gonna drop? Okay, definitely time to take that sword, cut the thread, let those things go in your life, the choices, decisions that you've made or keep making that no longer serve you, and really, definitely take a step back, come in from a place of logic, not a place of feeling and emotions. Okay, really cut through all that. And last but not least, clarification on the Nine of Wands. We have Seven of Wands in shadow position. So this is stating that, internally you've been hurt, you've been burned, you're guarded, right? And you've been holding on and defending that way, defending yourself and fighting for a long time. And now is the time. It's almost over. Persevere, okay? You're gonna get through this, all right? It's time to love yourself and stand up for yourself, okay? Stop giving and sacrificing for everyone else around you and really focus on you. All right? And let's get a oracle card for Capricorn. What spiritual guided message do we have for Capricorn today? Oracle card. Ooh, we got two. So starting off with Fate. So this is, there's another card, the Weaver card. You have the Weaver card and the Fate card. Okay, the Weaver is all your actions, everything doing is weaving the tapestry of fate. So while fate, may seem mystical and destiny, but reality is everything you do, every action choice you make, you're making and creating the fate you receive. Okay, it's not just sit around and things are gonna drop in your lap and happen for you. Okay, just be mindful of everything you do, every action, everything you say is the destiny you're creating for yourself. So next is get creative. You know, with the heart of the matter, the devil card, whatever you're in, stuck in, um, that the best way to help get out of it is to stop focusing on answers. Okay, that's probably what's causing a vicious cycle that whatever is happening in your life and you don't know what to do, so you resort to the same old, same old. Okay, the negative thing you're holding on to that isn't good for you, and you know it's not good for you because you don't know what to do. So the cycle repeats. So instead of trying to focus on the answers, get creative, disrupt your mind, your train of thought. All right, work on something, paint a picture.